पापा
सॉरी यार, गलती हो गई है। ये चोट खर्चा वर्चा।
अरे लास्ट बॉल पे छक्का भी तुम्हारा।
छक्का?
सब कैशलेस हो गया है। हाँ
ला भाई मेरा बैट। वो अभी तो ठीक हुआ तू।
अभी तो डिस्चार्ज हुआ यार।
बैट किसका है?
टाटा AIG है तो भरोसा है।
I wake up wearing someone else again. Don't let it slip. I'm losing. I don't wanna be safe anymore. Underneath, there's a
Finding myself. That's my moment of Sarah.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, despite all the briefcase opening that Asif Munir, the shameless ISI chief, did before Donald Trump, despite all the genuflecting, despite the number of times Asif Munir and Shehbaz Sharif have licked one boot each of Donald Trump, today Donald Trump slapped Asif Munir hard. He sent his man Sergio Gore to Jammu and Kashmir, where he said that Jammu and Kashmir is an important part of India. It is an important and integral part of India. The statement of Sergio Gore, who is Donald Trump's man in Delhi. Now, this is an important statement. Not that we need Sergio Gore to say it, but the fact is Sergio Gore is representing the United States of America, which means the United States of America is saying that Pakistan is illegally occupying POJK. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is a complete shift from the earlier position of the United States of America, where they said this is an issue between India and Pakistan. And in the past, 10 years ago, the American line was very different. They used to say, Kashmir is an ongoing issue. We will use our good officers. We will felicitate. We will facilitate. We will have dialogue. We are ready to play a role. In fact, Trump himself had offered to mediate in 2025 after Operation Sindoor. He said, I'll work with both parties. We'll find a solution, blah, 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 blah. Now, the fact is, we've not signed the trade deal with America. We've hammered the nuke bases in Kirana Hills. We've taken a hard line post what happened in Ukraine. We continue to buy Russian oil. We have not sided with any one side in what's happened in Iran. We continue to have an excellent relationship with Iran. And realizing our importance, Donald Trump has told his man, Sergio Gore, to go to Kashmir and say that Jammu and Kashmir is an important and integral part of India. Good, Sergio, that you said it. No big deal anyway. Your private opinion would have meant nothing. But this is an official statement of the government of the United States of America. Earlier, the Americans used to say something else. But anyway, going back to the present, how terrible Asif Munir will feel today. After licking one boot and then asking Shehbaz Sharif to lick the other boot of Donald Trump after this kind of shameless activity, behaving like a, junk salesman in the White House, offering to sell rare earths and all the other stuff and sell his country to America. This is what Pakistan gets. In fact, maybe poor little Asif Munir should protest, saying that you've used me. Now America says that Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. So he speaks in his official capacity, Sergio Gore, in Srinagar. He is not a junior official. It is the public position of America's senior-most diplomatic representative in South Asia. And it is importantly not something that earlier non-BJP governments in the past have been able to achieve. No previous Indian government has secured a public statement of this kind from a serving American ambassador, that also standing in Srinagar. For years, what has been the American formulation? The American formulation has been bilateral issue, we are willing to intervene, etc., etc. Today, it's direct affirmation from the ground, and though Omar Abdullah looks a little shocked because it vitiates his attempt and his father's attempt to play some kind of a mediator, but this paradigm shift also has to be looked at in another context. It has happened despite us not diluting our position on Ukraine, not agreeing with America, despite us not surrendering on the trade deal, despite us not playing the please Washington card. And yet the American ambassador, literally we send him to Srinagar and he ditto copies the government of India's position. This proves that you don't always have to bend on issues that are non-negotiable for India, that you see as value for India. We do not have to perform genuflection like the Pakistani Prime Minister did when he went to the White House with his critical rare earths mineral briefcase. Look at the visuals of Shehbaz Sharif opening his briefcase, rushing from capital to capital, trying to sell the same old victim story to fill up his Swiss bank account. This briefcase is, ladies and gentlemen, full of raw material from Pakistan that he wants to offer free to Washington. Despite all of this, Asif Munir has been held by the scruff of his neck by Donald Trump today and slapped hard on both cheeks on the Kashmir issue. I can only say, we're loving it. Let's debate.
Pakistan is completely psyched out. From Sindoor to crack down on the Shehzad Bhatti network, India is cutting off each of Pakistan's Hydra-headed terror ecosystem. The days of Pakistan running towards the United States to back them on Kashmir also seem to be ending.
States puts out travel warnings, and every so often we reevaluate those travel warnings. I cannot make any big announcements here today, but it is something we're going to look at. New Delhi, the Chief Minister here, the government here, we believe have made some incredible steps to keeping this area safer and making it more safe. And so we will be looking at if the travel warning that is imposed, that is recommended by the United States, is something that should be downgraded, because as I said earlier, this is a beautiful area. I think a lot of Americans would enjoy coming here and seeing the beauty and the opportunities that exist here.
That was US Ambassador to India, Sergio Gore, in Srinagar today. As if this was not enough, the Discovery documentary on Sindoor is driving Islamabad Rawalpindi bonkers. The DGISPR, Pak Army's propaganda wing, came out with a long rebuttal. And on its Independence Day, a jittery Shehbaz Sharif recalled Sindoor more than a few times, showing how heavy the scar weighs on Pakistan's mind.
यहाँ पर मैं अमेरिका के सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप का ख़ुसूसी शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ, जिन्होंने गुज़श्ता बरस पाकिस्तान और भारत के दरमियान बरवक्त जंगबंदी करवाकर लाखों मासूम जानों को हलाकत खेदी से बचाने के लिए इंतहाई मौसर और तारीख़ी किरदार अदा किया.
India has stood firm in its resolve against terror and buried the Indus Water Treaty, sending Pakistan crying yet again. And India's crackdown against the network of Pak-sponsored terror outfits has left it completely freaked out. Home Minister Amit Shah's mention of Bhatti gang in his post got Islamabad again sending a rebuttal. One by one, India has asserted its stance. Pakistan cannot play victim card anymore, and the world is watching very closely.
Opening the debate tonight, Saurabh Shukla of News Mobile, ladies and gentlemen, and Professor Madhav Nalapat from Thiruvananthapuram this evening, and General G.D. Bakshi. Strong Indian side as usual. Strong representatives of a strong country. On the other side tonight, we have Dr. Sundus Mustaqim from hopeless Islamabad, Raja Faisal from bankrupt Pakistan, and we have Hamid Khan. We have Hamid Khan who cannot believe what Sergio Gore said. He can't believe. Okay, no, Haider Hayat Khan. Sorry. Yeah, Haider Hayat Khan who cannot believe what Sergio Gore has said, but he said it. And what is he said? He said, see. He said Jammu and Kashmir is an important and integral part of India. Now what happens? What is left? It's over. Sort of, it's over. Can you just
Arnab, he didn't use the
Arnab, if you ask me, it's
that.
a big strategic slap
Yeah,
on Pakistan and General Asif Munir and his gang, who were thinking that President Trump will come to their rescue and obviously they will get something out of Kashmir. Sergio Gore is one of the closest confidants of President Trump.
Yes.
The fact that he made this statement standing in Jammu and Kashmir sends out a message not only to Pakistan but to the rest of the world as well. Their backers like OIC, the bankrupt organization, that US is very clear. It supports India's stand. Jammu and Kashmir is inalienable part of India, and that also demonstrates Prime Minister Narendra Modi's strategic and pragmatic diplomacy, which has made sure that they made the US side realize that what is the right stand to take on Jammu and Kashmir. And this will use, and I would say, I see this as a big strategic shift. I've covered foreign policy for almost 3 decades. I can tell you, today the Pakistani panelists would be having a sleepless night, and that too in Rawalpindi as well. Their bosses should have a sleepless night.
Now the other point is I believe today Raja, just 1 minute. You see, I believe if he has any shame left, then your salesman who can't speak English, Asif Munir, jugular vein, jugular. It says jugular, right? Jugular. Don't say jugular vein, jugular. Say jugular. It's Kashmir is a jugular vein, You're a juggler. You're a pantomime artist. You're a clown. It's not juggler. A juggler is in the circus. It's called jugular. Okay. First of all, it's really pathetic we see the pathetic way in which he talks. Incomprehensible. But allow me. That's not the real issue. Okay, that's not the real issue. The issue is America has said that Jammu and Kashmir is an important and integral part of the Republic of India. End of story. Go home. Sit down.
Well, thank you very much, Arnab. Now I will respond to whatever the points are being raised here. Whatever the points are being raised. First of all, Gore did not use the word integral, which you keep on using since the very first moment you have started saying integral. He did not say integral. He said important part. In what?
Thank you for acknowledging that he said important part. Important part means integral part.
That he did not just say.
I mean, can you say important about a non-integral part? Have you lost all logic? Do you believe in Lahori logic now?
Last week, what we heard from the Senate, the US Senate, was that the 100% tariff was imposed on India. This is what the Senate actually passed the bill for. And that is about India we are talking about. And this is what you are getting as a breather right after that.
Hello. The fact of the matter is, Raja.
Slip of tongue in which he says that it's an important part, and you suddenly made it.
He said it's an important part of India.
Everyone knows.
Now all that you did. Now the other problem is.
We do not promise. You promise to give one. Jammu and Kashmir is an unresolved business, and America time and again has highlighted it. And even
it's over for you.
Sitting in Islamabad, he will be coming up an equal statement tomorrow.
Raja,
then the scores would be level from you.
Raja, listen to me. Please understand what has happened today. I think you are still to come to terms with it. You have my complete and absolute sympathy, because the problem with you guys is you have nothing. You take the Kashmir issue out. POJK is burning. You take the Kashmir issue out, you are worth nothing. You are worth nothing. You are a sunk country, right? You're in deep financial distress. America has told you today that it has no intention. 1 minute, he's going to say. Okay, you're like dandruff. You're like dandruff. You know what you are? You are global. You are a Pakistan. Pakistan is only like dandruff. You have to shove it aside like dandruff. You are a problem that can be done away with a strong shampoo. You are dandruff. You're not a country. Understand that? You are dandruff. Now, may I ask Madhav Nalapat to educate you? Madhav, Raja says that it was a slip of the tongue. He didn't mean to say that it's an important part of India. He just happened to say it, right? Can you believe that? Would the American ambassador make such a significant comment because he got his English wrong?
Look, I'd like to point out, Arnab, that the problem between the US and Iran has showed very clearly the utter unreliability of Pakistan as a mediator, as an ally or whatever. Trump put all his bets on Pakistan, thinking it will solve the problem with the Strait of Hormuz. What do we see today? We see the Strait of Hormuz as bad as it was 60 days ago when that memorandum of understanding was signed. And at the close of the memorandum now, the situation in Hormuz is horrible. So the limits, frankly, of Pakistani diplomacy have been made clear. You remember all those dinner meetings, Vice President coming, Trump, of course, playing nice cop with the Pakistanis. All that was basically because of this perception that Iran and Pakistan, that Iran will do what Pakistan wants. The IRGC will do what the Supreme Leader wants. And unfortunately for Pakistan, Supreme Leader is not based in Islamabad. He is based somewhere in Iran. I won't say Tehran, but somewhere in Iran. So it's incredible, very frankly, that the Pakistan side has continued to use
Raja.
situation. Because may I point out two facts? One,
Raja, can you let him finish?
India is perfectly within its rights to pause the treaty. It is there in the original 1960 treaty. Secondly, India is perfectly right. It is there in the treaty after 66 years, to basically ask for a relook at the treaty and, frankly, a remodeling of the treaty. 66 years have gone by. Even 6 years makes a difference.
Sundus and others.
Raja will agree that 66 years is a very long time. So what India has done under Prime Minister Modi is to act totally in accordance with international law, totally in accordance with 1960 Indus Water Treaty of which was signed between Pakistan and India, in which provides for a pause and provides for a mechanism for relooking the treaty depending on how circumstances are changing. And circumstances are, frankly, people. India is a country of 1.4 billion people. Obviously, we have to look after our own interests.
No, but America also, Professor Nalapat, the other thing is, some people are saying, why has America taken this position, saying that, we are not interested in mediating. Jammu and Kashmir is an important integral part of India. Why has it taken this position? Why have they said that Jammu and Kashmir, is an important part of India, take away integral also, which it is. It can't be an important part if it is not integral. So don't look into words. The reality is, I'll tell you what has happened, Raja, so that you guys understand, okay? Now, important thing is that we are an important country. Fact is,
no doubt about
at the end of the day, there's no point you're being in denial about it. We are many into the power of infinity, larger than you, stronger than you, economically more influential than you. We have far more levers. And Sundus, Dr. Sundus Mustaqim. See, you can sit in Islamabad and keep saying what you want about Kashmir being an unresolved issue. You can earn a little money by talking about it at every forum. You can keep going to the major powers that you know this and that. But the fact is, Dr. Mustaqeen, you will have to realize at the end of the day, every important country in the world will look at who is more important for them, India or Pakistan. And every country, every country in the world, every country, Dr. Mustaqeen, may I complete? May I just complete? Can you let Dr. Mustaqeen speak? Don't be a chauvinist, don't be a sexist, don't be a misogynist. Keep quiet. Sit down, Raja. Sit down, Raja. Sit down. Behave yourself. This is not Islamabad. 1 second, okay? I'm asking Dr. Mustaqeen. See, the fact is that we are a very influential country. And America needs us. America needs us. The choice of words by Sergio Gore, Dr. Mustaqeen, was deliberate, not disputed, not hyphenated, not open for mediation. It was a very well-spoken choice of words, and we made him say it in Srinagar. You have to understand our influence now.
I'm waiting for tomorrow.
You keep waiting. You keep waiting for Osama to come back to Quetta.
But we are here not to prove our English accents like China, Russia, Iran, Turkey. We are here to shoot down 8 military aircrafts, and that's how we fight. And besides that, we're here not to discuss. We have been discussing what US President. This is not US President or Pentagon or White House just has said. We are, or the leading superpowers. This is something just Discovery Plus Indian YouTube channel came up with a documentary idea after more than a year. First of all, why and what did it take you guys more than a year to come up with just a documentary after the flop cinematic narratives of the movies like Dhurandhar? Because your stars have refused to work in anti-Pakistan movies, and Southern India and whole world are making fun of the anti-Pakistan movies.
What are you talking about? Are you feeling all right, Dr. Mustaqeen? Are you feeling all right? Are you feeling all right? What are you talking about? 1 minute. Can you become serious, please?
Terrorism and talks cannot go together. Please come up with something new product, right? This is an old school. You know, terrorism and talks cannot go together. As the Shankar has been selling the same product, failed product. Okay, so this is nothing, just another failed attempt to put something into Indian machine of misinformation and disinformation. As the whole world knows that India is the champion of false flag operation from Pulwama to Pahalgam. Right?
Now,
so
why are you freaking out like this? We have a Pakistani analyst freaking out live on Indian television. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. She is freaking out. She's completely losing it tonight. You are watching a Pakistani analyst freaking out because of all that Sergio Gore said and all that was put out in that Discovery documentary.
Cinematic narrative. You cannot produce anything other than Star Plus drama or movie, right? This is not something Pentagon has said or White House has said. You know, this is something just US diplomat to India. He's visited the place and he said the place is very beautiful. Nothing else. You know, if tomorrow, if US diplomat to Pakistan will visit Azad Kashmir and will say, what a beautiful part of Pakistan. So this is as it is. Like, we are not going to say that. They finally admitted the fact that Pakistan has been saying Kashmir is an integral part of Pakistan. So please stop manipulating the same cinematic narrative, because Pakistan shoot down 8 military aircraft. This is the real game, and that's what we practically did in Operation Sindoor. So whatever you are coming, Pakistan, we don't need to produce movies, we don't need to produce documentaries, we don't need to put into our machine of misinformation and disinformation, because we know what we are supposed to do on real ground. Okay, so documentaries and movies like this cannot sell your product anymore.
Mustaqeen, Dr. Mustaqeen, first of all, I have a piece of advice to you. And my advice to you is that my advice to you is that you are making a spectacular self-goal on the largest news network in the country. And sort of we must understand that what you have scored. Allow me to complete. You are a nervous. You are a bag of nerves right now. I request you to collect yourself, regain your confidence, listen to the question, and then answer. Because it's no problem. Republic is the biggest network in Asia. People come on my program for the first time. They do freak out, but you're freaking out live. But you're freaking out. The point is that. Please understand. that what Sergio Gore has said is a deliberate choice of words. He's not said Kashmir is beautiful. He said that among other things, it's a very beautiful place. But what he has said, allow me to complete. GD Bakshi is with us. GD Bakshi is with us. What he has said there is that Jammu and Kashmir is a very important part of India. And please remember, he has said this on his first visit to Jammu and Kashmir after the Pahalgam attack, after Operation Sindoor. And he has said that I will not allow any shielding of the Pakistan on the Kashmir issue. I will go to Kashmir and publicly accept that Jammu and Kashmir is, was, and shall be an important part of India. Now I'll come to the documentary later, which by the way, let me tell you, yesterday I had this great meeting with Air Chief Marshal Singh, the chief of Air Staff. Fantastic. I went to the air headquarters yesterday, General Bakshi. I hope I can pick out a picture. What an officer, you know. What pride.
And at the same time,
allow me to complete. I can reveal nothing. I can reveal nothing of what he told me.
There are some logistic
is there a
issues.
picture of
Your
that?
Indian
Is there a picture of
counterpart has
that?
said
This is, by the way,
this is,
put it by the.
At the same time, he said,
this man is a hero.
We are still on
Dr.
talking
Mustaqim,
terms.
Dr. Mustaqim, do you see that? Yesterday I went to the Indian Air Force headquarters, met the Air Chief. What a hero this man, you know. How he hammered you guys. And what a fantastic officer, General Bakshi. What a fantastic officer. What a fantastic officer. How well he hammered you. How well he hammered you. See, even a picture, General Bakshi, even a picture of me standing with the Indian Air Force chief makes them shiver down, shivers go down their spine. I tell you, I salute this officer.
Because he didn't know what to say.
Raja.
For a full month, he didn't know what to say. And then after that, the script writers of Bollywood suddenly came out with a script. And he started...
Raja,
he is one of the worst air marshals
General Bakshi. Anyway, this was private meeting, great meeting, and I love the Indian Air Force chief. I respect the Indian Air Force. I'm proud of the Indian Air Force. I will always be proud of the Indian Air Force. My sister serves in the Indian Air Force. My sister serves in the Indian Air Force. My father served in the Indian Army. My sister serves in the Indian Air Force. We are proud of the Air Force. We are proud of the forces. And given half a chance, we'll hammer you again. We'll hammer you Pakistanis again. Go back to the other visuals. Now, General Bakshi. One sec. Go back to the other visuals. General Bakshi. Can you go back to the other visuals? That's enough of the visual of the Air Force chief. General Bakshi, why are the Pakistanis not understanding what Sergio Gore said? Why are they refusing to understand?
Why are you understanding the cinematic narrative of your Air Force?
Pakistan has always... One second, Raja. The question was addressed to me, old chap. Raja, what I would like to say is... Pakistan has always had a problem with accepting ground realities. What Sergio Gore has said is the ground reality, is the facts on ground, is the legal position. The Maharaja of Kashmir acceded to India, signed the instrument of accession. Period. End of story. Quad erat demonstratum. I mean, what more do you need?
Let him complete. Raja, you are interrupting him. Haider and Hamid have not spoken.
Then I won't be able to hear
He kept quiet when you spoke. Why are you behaving like that? You are not taught any manners in Islamabad? When an Indian general speaks, how to respond? He kept quiet when you spoke, no?
I think I always get leverage from General Bakshi. Always intervene. He doesn't mind that, I know that.
Thank you.
That's why you also need to learn how to treat your guests.
Yeah, I am treating you very well, Dr. Mustaqim. You just became very nervous, that's all.
Arnab was very disturbed with the documentary. Arnab, you are coming out with a documentary of your own on Operation Sindoor.
Yes, sir, yeah.
I'm sorry if this one has disturbed
No problem.
you.
We'll come out with our own.
That will shock you. That's going to shock you. That's going to come out this weekend. So keep watching this space.
Yes, sir.
Keep watching this space, young lady.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll show you the truth about Operation
I have a
Sindoor.
single liner.
Yeah, we'll
You
show you
can
the
keep
truth
believing
about Operation
on
Sindoor.
Bollywood and Warner Brothers. You can keep believing on Warner Brothers and Bollywood. We believe in reality. We don't believe in documentaries. We don't believe in movies or films. We believe in reality. And the whole world knows what the reality was. We don't want Warner Brothers. We don't want Bollywood to prove our lies like you yourself.
One second.
Where is that video?
Okay, thank you for that statement. Thank you for that statement. What I'd like to tell you is that as per us, Operation Sindoor is not over. And should Pakistan misbehave, Operation Sindoor will be a trailer. Picture, beta, abhi baki hai. Picture ki aap baat kar rahe hain.
Can I run the video of the trailer? Is there a problem? You can't run it? Then why?
You were not very well prepared. I think you always need preparation. You were not prepared at that time. Now you want to do it. Pakistan was prepared then.
Louder. Why is that?
Prepared today, and Pakistan will always be prepared tomorrow.
Okay, now,
We will always be prepared, sir.
now, I want to bring in Haider Hayat Khan. See, there are two issues which we are debating today. One, America saying that Jammu and Kashmir is an important part of India. And not saying it's a bilateral issue, we must resolve, etc. And it is happening at a time when we are having a deeper commercial engagement with the United States of America, and we are a very large economy. We are $19 trillion in purchasing power parity terms, which makes us third largest in the world. You know how big that is? You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea. You're a teeny weeny drop in the ocean for us. You're a teeny weeny drop in the ocean. That's General Anil Chauhan in the documentary. Now, let me say.
This kind of money is being considered as illicit money.
Okay, now, Raja, can I go to Haider? आप उन्हें बोलने देंगे? See, Haider, it is very sad that unknown people are coming and killing the terrorists in Pakistan. You know, so many unknown people have killed so many known terrorists. And I can assure you that we are looking at this situation with grave concern. But having said that, I feel so proud, General Bakshi, when I see like the amazing Ajit Doval, you know, in that documentary. Hats off to him. I think one of the greatest sons of India, without doubt. And I want to say that General Bakshi has had the unique, that's General Ghai, fantastic officer, now serves with. General Ghai has moved to the National Security Council, working directly as with Ajit Doval, and that's Air Marshal Singh. The fact is that there is a calm and quiet determination that came across in the documentary. And it was very clearly said out here that we have an intention to continue the fight till the last terrorist is eliminated. Rawalpindi has no option today but to say, oh, it's Bollywood, it's dramatized. That's not a defense. You know what that is? That is called panic. Because what you're seeing here is the intent, of the Indian government, one minute. Now, watching this straightforward intent, as well as the inside story, as well as the proof. Today, Sergio Gore has gone to Srinagar and said, listen, Pakistan, I am saying it once and for all, Jammu and Kashmir is a very important part of India. Sit down. All you people in Pakistan, now sit down. It's never going to be internationalized again. I hope that is fundamentally clear to you. You don't make a fool of yourself by trying to be in denial. Yes, Haider, please don't make a fool of yourself.
Thank you very much, Arnab. Well, Arnab, US Ambassador Sergio Gore's Srinagar visit reflects a troubling.
You are reading from some ISI script. Don't look to your left. You are reading something from the left-hand side of your screen. You're looking at a screen. You've been given a script. What were you looking at?
For God's sake, Arnab.
What? No, God's sake, nahi hai. Saurabh, he was reading from something. Saurabh?
In Rawalpindi has tutored him. That's what he's reading, and obviously,
I'll turn the tape back. He was looking at something.
The US ambassador says this in Jammu and Kashmir. Mark my word, Arnab. The timing is important. The place is important, and the message is bigger. To the Pakistanis are having a sleepless night.
Saurabh, I will allow him, but you can't look to the left to the ISI script.
Sergio Gore's Kashmir visit reflects a troubling detachment from Kashmir's history and ground reality. Sergio Gore is from the United States, and there is a building in the United States known as the headquarters of United Nations. और उसकी 18 प्राइमरी रेजोल्यूशंस हैं जो कहती हैं कि कश्मीर is an internationally disputed territory. अब कहते हैं कि
it is not. It is not
owned by a company he keeps.
J&K, even the Americans have said, is an inalienable part of India. You are occupying Pakistan occupied Kashmir. You are in illegal occupation of Pakistan occupied Kashmir, which obviously you will have to cede one day. People of POK are really, really upset in the way in which you are running. That's a part of India. So don't mislead. Don't mislead. Don't read what your bosses in Rawalpindi have told you to say. So you got it. What you got a big.
Very clear.
You were always talking about the K word. The K word that you got today is a big kick from the US side, and that too from the US ambassador to India, who also happens to hold the charge of the special envoy. So he speaks directly on the behalf of the US president, and the clear message that you should be getting to your bosses in Rawalpindi tonight.
And living with jahils like you.
What language is this guy using? Arnab, stop getting this guy.
He's just going to cry. Saurabh, he's going to cry. He's going to cry. He's going to cry.
Exactly the language which you people understand.
Saurabh, he's going to cry. Saurabh, he's going to cry.
Seriously?
Haider is going to cry.
You just said that you treat your guest.
I am not treating my guest in any way. I am saying that he's going to cry.
I have made you cry before, and today I will make you cry. तो ये चीज तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से पता है कि मेरी और आपके मेहमानों की तारीफ क्या है. तो ये वाली बातें करके आप वही हरकतें अभी आपने अपनी एक पिक्चर दिखाई AP सिंह के साथ. रिसेंटली कपिल शर्मा के शो में गए और कपिल शर्मा ने भी कहा कि मैं कॉमेडियन हूँ, ये AP सिंह मुझसे बड़े कॉमेडियन है. तो ये कॉमेडियन आज आपकी जो मिलिट्री को हेड कर रहे हैं. राहुल गांधी ने कहा कि क्लाउन्स मस्खरे.
First of all, don't you, 1 minute, volume down. Don't you dare to make a comment about the chief of the Indian Air Force. I will give you such a tight verbal slap, you will remember it for the rest of your life. पाकिस्तान में बैठ के कपिल शर्मा शो देखते हो, अपने आप को जियो पॉलिटिकल एक्सपर्ट बोलते हो. यही प्रॉब्लम है इनकी. एक मिनट. Now I want to make a point. There's no crying. You see. Then I tell you one thing. Hamid, what is your name? Haider and Sundus. Sundus, if you have a problem, with what Sergio Gore has said, why doesn't the government of Pakistan? Simple, Professor Nalapad. You have a problem with what? If you have a problem with Sundus, with what the American government has said, why does your government? Why does your government allow Sundus? Why does the government of Pakistan? Why does the Foreign Ministry of Pakistan? Why does the ISI not issue a formal statement? Why don't you issue a formal statement contradicting or condemning Sergio Gore?
Well, I'd like to make a point now, which is basically that the entire Pakistan army diplomacy is based on garnering global support, especially in the Western countries. And may I point out, ladies and gentlemen, that Discovery is not an Indian channel. Discovery is a very reputed international channel run by a company, frankly, which is a huge company, a complete monolith. And nobody can influence the Discovery. They dig up their own facts, they present them, and that presentation is on the entire credibility of Discovery rests on that presentation. All of us have spent such a lot of time watching some very interesting Discovery documentaries. This is one of them. The fact is, again I repeat, that Discovery is not an Indian channel, it's an international channel. They do their own fact-checking, they do their own research, and they have come to an independent, I repeat, independent conclusion about Operation Sindoor after the Pahalgam attack. And please don't tell me that Pakistan Army Chief was not responsible. The fact is that now everybody recognizes that is not, I mean, right from the time of independence onwards, General Ayub Khan and others, they have been practicing this form of warfare, asymmetric hybrid warfare against India, because they know they cannot succeed in a real, actual, conventional war. But so far as Sergei War is concerned, please remember, he was the White House, he was the Chief of Staff there.
But you are doing it in Afghanistan
with a large number of people who are working in different levels of the government were personally selected by Sergei War. He has the ear of Donald Trump. He has the trust of Donald Trump. And when he makes a statement, there's no ambiguity about it. There's no ambiguity whatever about that statement. And it clearly means, as General Bakshi has very correctly said, the ground reality. And the second ground reality is that so far as the geopolitical world is concerned, the importance of India cannot be overestimated.
Okay, I also another point here today, Professor Nalapat, you know why? You know what was the point, Professor Nalapat, and we need to analyze this. Raja, why have you failed is something that you need to analyze. Pani pee lijiye. I would like Haider Hayat Khan to hydrate himself because he's not done well in the first half of the debate. Let's see what he does in the last 10 minutes. Raja, your Prime Minister went to the United Nations General Assembly and made a spectacular self-goal by admitting that we have a lot of terrorists operating on Pakistani soil. When the Prime Minister of your own...
That are funded by India.
No, he did not say that. He did not say that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one thing. And please listen to me carefully. I have General Bakshi here on the program. He went to the UN General Assembly, right? And he said, we have a lot of terrorists operating on our side. I'm trying to control them. If I don't control them, they will be on the streets of London and New York. These were his words. The same country that has shielded Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba, etc., now is saying to the rest of the world, I have terrorists. You should be grateful I'm keeping them in my country. Should I let them loose, they will go to London and New York.
Let me correct you.
Why did he say that? Why did he say that? When he said that.
Let me correct you.
No, but he said that. He said that. Am I here? Did he say that or not say that? Raja?
No, he didn't.
Raja, he said that if I don't manage the terrorists in Pakistan, they will be roaming the streets of London and New York.
Pakistan as a state has...
Did he say that, Raja?
Afghanistan is...
Did he say that, Raja?
Of terrorism. Pakistan is fighting against the terrorism which is originating from Afghanistan, facilitated by India, financed by India, and Pakistan is fighting against them. And historically, he was right when he said that these people, they are being nurtured in Afghanistan, and it's not far when they will...
Anyway, I'd say now...
Same happened with the Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda was being nurtured. They had safe havens in Afghanistan at that time, and they carried out activities in the West. Madrid bombings, London bombings, then 9/11, then Bali bombings. All of these bombings, they were conducted by a safe haven called Afghanistan. If it was a threat, then it is a threat today, which Pakistan...
Raja, you are not looking confident tonight. Raja, you're not. Raja, may I make an observation?
I am confident today.
May I make an observation, General Bakshi, about Raja, Sundus, and somewhere Haider? Today they have lost. They have a failed expression on their face because they have realized what has happened.
Give you the right to judge us, by the way. You're not allowed to judge three of us or our army chief. Please stop doing that. You already insulted, you are not allowed.
Who have I insulted?
You are not supposed to.
Who have I insulted?
Our chief of
Who have I insulted?
Okay.
Who have I insulted?
As I just said, you are being continuously judgmental. So you are not nowhere.
I have been continuously judgmental since I was born. I was born judgmental.
Forces too good at making movies.
And that's my mistake.
I
am judgmental. I was born judgmental.
You are helping in terms of media. You are facilitating in terms of.
I'm not. I'm just saying that.
Did you manage to read the ISPR script and write-up? It literally answers all your questions and queries. So
So you are saying today that the ISI script writer has given you a script for my program?
No, you just said that.
ISPR
released after your funny documentary. You're supposed to read that. If you didn't read that, it means you are here unprepared. You are conducting the program without any solid preparation.
You see, we have a very dangerous army. I'll tell you, we haven't dealt with you. In that, General Rajiv guy says, I got a call. They wanted,
why did you manage to deal with that?
And the Pakistani operations head said that you must be very happy. General Bakshi, you saw what the Pakistani DGMO said. He said to General Rajiv Ghai, you must be very happy. You have done everything by now. What more do you want to do?
Pakistani army operations and you had all the ground, you had all the opportunity to deal with Pakistani Air Force. What makes you reluctant to deal with us at that time?
If that lady
in kind of case of warfare, why you are reluctant to deal with Pakistan?
Warfare, not warfare.
Arnab Goswami's program or in the
He asked me a question.
Fight with us on real ground.
Ministry of Foreign.
In Operation Sindoor, get all the chances to deal with Pakistani army.
Ministry
but makes you reluctant at that time. And why it took you so much time, more than a year to come?
Okay, now we have a statement from the Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs. 1 minute. Sit down. Sundus, this is a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. And as far as Republic is concerned, we have been and will always be your biggest migraine. I can assure you that, okay? But we are a very popular network, with the largest, most influential, most powerful network in India and across Asia. I'm happy to share with you, General Bakshi, a moment which history is changing while we are on the program tonight. History is changing. The Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs has criticized America for saying that Jammu and Kashmir is an important and integral part of India. And a full statement is being put out here. They have said that we are very angry with what has been said by Sergio Gore. This is very bad. We thought that you are standing with us. But you have said that it is not disputed territory. I have the statement. Statement is with me. Can I read it? आपकी अंग्रेजी थोड़ी वीक है. आपकी अंग्रेजी थोड़ी वीक है आइदर जी. वीक.
मेरी अंग्रेजी को आप छोड़ दें. आप वो स्टेटमेंट पढ़िए.
मेरी अंग्रेजी वीक नहीं है. मेरी अंग्रेजी वीक नहीं है क्योंकि मेरी अंग्रेजी वीक नहीं है because I have graduated. मेरी अंग्रेजी I have graduated from the best college in India, Hindu College, Delhi University.
I am from Government College University Lahore.
Now I know your problem. Now I know आप ऐसे क्यों हैं. Now my question is, what Pakistan?
I'm also born and raised Lahore.
Sundus, आप मेरी बात सुनिए ना. आप मेरी बात सुनिए. मेरी बात. What have they said? They have said, we strongly condemn and categorically reject the characterization of Jammu and Kashmir as an important part of India. Why are you crying, crybabies?
It's a disputed territory.
It's
not a part. It's not certified Pakistan, a part of India, Pakistan.
Crybabies!
Why you are third-party mediation?
Crybabies, cry!
Why India is afraid of third-party mediation?
Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? Rona, dhona. What is this?
Answer ना. और वो नहीं है सर. आराम से पूछ रहे.
What is there to answer? Sundus, हो गया जो होना था हो चुका है. अभी कुछ नहीं हो सकता है.
तो verbally है ना. Proof क्या है? That's the proof. ग्राउंड रियलिटी क्या है? स्टेटमेंट्स ही है ना. आप दे हम दे स्टेटमेंट्स ही है. ग्राउंड रियलिटी क्या है? इंडिया स्टिल अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट टेरिटरी. इट्स स्टिल अ डिस्प्यूटेड टेरिटरी. दैट्स द ग्राउंड रियलिटी.
आपके बोलने से डिस्प्यूटेड हो जाएगा. मैं बोलूंगा लाहौर इज डिस्प्यूटेड टेरिटरी.
आपके बोलने से नहीं होगा.
आइडिया का पार्ट बन जाएगा. हम भी बोलते हैं पाकिस्तान का है कश्मीर. कश्मीर इज एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ पाकिस्तान.
देखिए आपके मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फॉरेन अफेयर्स ने हमारे रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क को भी इस तरह का एक 1-page स्टेटमेंट दिया था ऑन हाउ बैड रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क इज. आपके बोलने से हो जाएगा.
रिपब्लिक इंडिया है, व्हाइट हाउस नहीं है, रिपब्लिक इंडिया है. पेंटागन व्हाइट हाउस से भी बात करेगा ना, तो फिर उसमें शायद वजन होगा. इंडिया में खड़े होकर कोई कह रहा है डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस.
My God.
इंडिया की सरजमीन पे खड़े होकर
or not, be patient. Sundus will keep speaking without making sense.
Sundus आप चुप कर जाए.
Because I have pinching questions you cannot answer.
I'm talking to Sir General Bakshi. This statement of, in my view, this statement of Pakistan is the final nail in their coffin. Now they've accepted that America has changed its position. Right? And there's no looking away now. General Bakshi.
I can quite understand it would be a great shock to the Pakistani Foreign Office. You know, an assertion by America whom they thought they had purchased with the crypto deal, by selling, becoming a traveling salesman for rare earths. They thought they had purchased the United States of America.
Numbers.
I don't think they had counted on how Donald Trump can flip sides, switch sides, and he's just seems to have dumped Pakistan. And he's endorsed his ambassador. And this is not an ordinary ambassador. Plenipotentiary for Central Asia, the whole South Asian region. He said in unequivocal terms that Kashmir is an important, integral part of India. So quite obviously, I can understand the consternation and shock in Islamabad. What turning point, boy?
Misjudgments about Pakistan, misjudgments about
what
India.
Turning point?
Right after the May 2025 war.
Okay, Pakistan has summoned.
Have to live with this.
Pakistan has summoned. Pakistan is at war with America. They have summoned the American. The US charged the affair.
Jammu and Kashmir is part of India. Period. End of
story. Khatam baat. Aage niklo.
You can keep shouting from the rooftop. You just heard the ambassador of the United States, and you heard the lament of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I mean, they are all quite clear. They are all quite clear that America has taken another U-turn to your discomfiture for all the crypto deals that you were doing with the Trump family have been of no avail.
Here is my prediction.
We're going to go on breaking news mode with this.
At the first
with all the reactions, and this is huge. We're celebrating tonight.
That's your problem. That's not my problem. Your problem.
तो अभी उनको जाके बख्शी को सुन लेने दीजिए. आज की एंटरटेनमेंट करना काम होगी.
हाइदर जो हो गया अभी आप जाके वहां पे अभी जो आप लोगों को करना है करिए. We have moved.
सामने समन किया है ना, आपकी तरह हम कायरों की तरह तुम ही चुप कर बैठे हुए.
समन करो. अब कोई फर्क नहीं
हमने समन किया है, हम डिमांड करेंगे. डिमांड करेंगे.
करो. Enjoy yourself, ladies and gentlemen. But Asif Munir को बोलो अंग्रेजी सीख ले. He keeps saying juggler. Doesn't know how to speak English. What an embarrassment. But this is regardless the big breaking story. Pakistan versus US within hours of Sergio Gore saying that Jammu and Kashmir was and shall always be an important and integral part of India. Ladies and gentlemen, he can't go back on that one, can he? You never know with America. We'll watch the space. Breaking news continues. Thank you.
Playing a role or playing it real, I always lead. The new Brezza, now with Turbo Booster Jet, lead every play.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
रंग रंगीन रे देखो कैसे भी हो